Hi everyone, time for another crossword video. I'm just adding this in post because I just needed to add a couple of little disclaimers at the beginning. First off, I had some problems with my microphone and the audio quality of this one is not very good. I mean, the first one I made was actually not great, but this one's worse. And it was the microphone position was the worst part of it, so it's quite noisy in places, and you can hear my breath on the microphone, that kind of issues. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not going to throw it away just because of that. And also, secondly, I didn't actually complete the crossword. This is actually quite a hard one for me. So I struggled in quite a few places, but I almost got it finished. But there were a couple at the end I just couldn't do, so I sort of just got the answers for it to try and work out why. One of them I actually definitely think I would never have got it unless I would have had Word Solver or go hunting around for words online to be able to get it. So may as well just give up on that one. The other one, I think possibly I could have got it if I'd thought a lot longer, but yeah. Anyway, watch the video. See what you think. Hello everyone. We're going to have another go at cryptic crossword from Simply Daily Puzzles. If you saw my last video, you'll sort of get an idea of what I'm going to do. So as it says here, these puzzles, they're intended as quite an easy cryptic crossword, which for someone like me still takes quite a long time because I'm still learning how to do them. So for somebody who knows how to do, somebody who's very good at cryptic crosswords, these are intended as sort of a coffee break puzzle. If you saw my last video, I think it took me about 2 hours to do it, and I edited it down to about an hour, but that's still quite a long time. So same sort of thing here. I'm going to do a solve of this. I might need a break or two here and there, but I'll edit it down to just essentially the solve. So any periods where I'm just staring at a clue for 10 minutes or I'm going backwards and forwards between different clues and not saying anything productive, I'll just edit all that out to condense the video down. But I'll keep the timer running so you get some idea of how long it took me. And also, I can see if I've improved over time. So we're gonna make a start straight away, I think. So I think this should look alright. So we'll start the timer now and let's get going. So, one across. Sculpture transported, so we hear. Okay, so immediately when it's saying something like "so we hear," that is an indicator that it's like it's a homophone of some kind, so it's like it sounds like something. Sculpture. Oh yes, okay, I've got it immediately. Okay, so very nice one for one across. So a four-letter word for a type of sculpture. The first thing that comes to mind is a bust. And if say you transported something by bus, for example, you would have bussed it. B-U-S-S-E-D. So bust and bust, homophones, so it's bust. So the clue, so the definition part of the clue is sculpture, and then the rest of it is kind of just the cryptic part. So we've got transported, but it sounds like a word for transported, essentially. Okay, let's move on. So let's have a look. We've got some nice letters. B. Faulty, performed mostly somewhere in Essex. Faulty. Now, that spelling of the word faulty, that's as in Faulty Towers sitcom. Basil Fawlty. Basildon is a place in Essex, isn't it? Yes. Performed. Okay, let me just put it in. Let's have a look at it. Is it like? I think it's like that, isn't it? Basildon. Performed. mostly. Oh, performed mostly. So, so I think the clue is somewhere in Essex, Basildon. Faulty, the character is Basil Faulty. Performed mostly. So that Don must be most of a word for performed. What would that be? Is it D? I'll leave it for now. If later on I'm not sure, I might look up place. I'm pretty sure it's not a T. Oh, is it Basildon? Oh, I don't know. I think that's right. I don't know. I've never been to the place, but I've heard the name. That O might not be right. It might be Basildon. Performed. What's performed? Okay, I'll leave it for now. I think that's roughly right, but I think this bit is definitely right. Discover King and Queen finally. King and Queen finally. So finally is used a lot as an indicator that you're taking like the end of a word. So there might be like. So it might mean discover. Learn. Oh yes, okay, yes, it's learn. So a king in this case is King Lear from Shakespeare, and then Queen finally means the last letter of Queen, which is the N. Learn, discover. Yeah. So people who are really good at these crosswords would probably get that even faster because they'd immediately see discover beginning with L, 5 letters. Oh, it's learn. Whereas it takes me a little bit longer to kind of bring out those words. But yeah, I'm still doing it. Okay, right. Capital One invested in Chesterfield. There's a question mark on it. Now, the way I always think of this is that if you see a question mark, it means it's going to be a little bit weird even by cryptic crossword standards. Or sometimes I think I've read that it can mean that the entire clue is cryptic, so it's just a whole cryptic clue, but I'm not sure. Okay, maybe so. It could be a capital. It could be like a capital city. One invested in Chesterfield. Chesterfield. What does that mean? That's a. It's a sofa, maybe? Is that a Chesterfield? Like Chesterfield chair, isn't it? So capital. Sophia. Yes, Sophia. Yes. So the Chesterfield question mark is sofa. So it's a type of sofa. And one is I in Roman numerals, and that's sort of invested in. Means it's like put in. And Sophia's capital. I can't remember which country it's a capital of. Can't remember. Eastern Europe, I think, but I can't quite remember which one. Okay, not doing too bad. Turned off in Pet County. Turned off in Pet County. Is that gonna be Suffolk? Maybe is that because that's a county. Suffolk. So turned. Okay, so turned off means you take off and you turn it around. OFF. Pet sulk. Sulk. That sounds. I mean, the fact that there's this backwards off in the middle makes me think it is, and it begins with the S from Basil, makes me think it must be Suffolk. There aren't any other counties that fit, but Pet. That doesn't work in my brain at all, but I will leave it, I think, because I'm sure that's the answer, but I hate it when I get these. Occasionally I get them where I just cannot work out why this word exists, so pet. And the letters I'm left with is S-U-L-K. No, I'm gonna have to leave it, I think. Annoyingly. I'm going quite fast so far, and I've got a few good ones. This one's got 2 letters in it, let's have a look. Matters for nobleman. Right. So so we've only got matters and nobleman as the 2 parts of it. So what that means is it's probably just there'll be some other word, some synonym of matters, which is also a synonym for nobleman, probably. Matters for nobleman. Now both of those are plural, noblemen and a matters, so maybe it ends in an S. I got the N something, and I'm thinking it could be an S because it's probably going to be a plural answer. I'm sure it's probably obvious to some people, but to me that I'm gonna actually, because I'm not actually sure about this O, and I'm not sure about this, but I feel like it could be an S. So I'm gonna put it in, and I'll have a look and see if this makes more sense. Okay. Across player who's a bit too boisterous. Player who's a bit too boisterous. Player. Okay, now player a lot of the time I think is a synonym for like an actor or something like along those lines. That's a tricky one because there's not many other words for boisterous in my mind. So there probably are. Nothing that comes up. Okay, I'm maybe I'll see if I can get this 15. Fruit. Old cookers. Old cookers. Now, old can be it can be abbreviated to O. So it could be, if you take a word for cookers and put an O on the beginning, it becomes a fruit. Or it could be a fruit where you put an O on the end, it becomes a cooker. What would that be? So it's probably got an O. I feel like it's probably got an O at the beginning or the end. Fruit, old. Because you've got this dash in between. It's a weird sentence, but essentially you have to ignore things like that. So it could be fruit old, meaning cookers, or it could be fruit old cookers. 7 letters. What's that? Oh God, it's so simple. Yes, O, and a type of cooker might be a range with an S for ranges. Oranges is a fruit. Oranges. Again, probably to somebody who's very good at cryptic crosswords, that would be very quick. You'd probably know that almost immediately. It's probably, Okay, we're back to this. Now there is another O in there. Have I got Basildon right? I wonder if I should cheat here and look up Basildon. Can I work it out? Can I work it out from this clue if it begins with an E or an O? Because I like to try to use Google or dictionaries as little as I possibly can until I'm completely stuck. Because I think it just makes it a little bit better. Some people will have a dictionary and think, oh yeah, just look up a few things, and that, that's fine. But I think it's a little bit. because of the way cryptic crosswords work and you get words broken down a lot of the time, if you're good at it, you can find things even if you don't know exactly how to spell them, because you can work it out from the other parts of the clue. Player who's a bit too boisterous. Okay, I need to know this, what letter it begins with, so I'm going to look up. Basildon does have an O in it, so I have got the spelling right. I just needed to check it, really, because for all I just said about not wanting to Google things, this is bugging me a lot, and I feel like I'm not going to move on without knowing if that is an O or an E. So yeah, anyway, let's continue. So it is O something O. I'm not, again, still not sure about this S, but I feel like it could be, just because this feels like it's got to be a plural. But I mean, nobleman doesn't end in an S, does it? So you know what I mean. It could end in something else and still be plural. I'm going to take it out. So I'm really stuck on this one because it just seems like there cannot be many words beginning with O something O. Especially a 6-letter word. So it's going to be like Otto or Oro or Ono. No, I've got to move on because I'm going to get stuck on this otherwise. Let's have a look at, here's one with a letter. Okay. Seaman overhauled Polaris after power cut. Right, so a seaman, it could be loads of different. I mean, is it just sailor? S-A-I-L-O-R? Yeah, sailor is 6 letters. So, I mean, the clue could be seaman and it could be sailor. Overhauled Polaris after power cuts. Oh, yes, okay, right. Overhauled. I think this is right. Yes, okay. Overhauled is a anagram indicator. So anagram Polaris after power cut. So what that means is you remove. So power can be abbreviated to P. So we cut the P out of Polaris, leaving those letters there, O-L-A-R-I-S, and that is an anagram of sailor. So definitely got that one. Oh, I've got one starting with L. That sounds good. 5 letters. Providing some collateral afterwards. Providing some collateral afterwards. Providing. Oh, I've got a word, but I don't know if it is a word. So, when it says some, it makes me think you're taking some of these 2 words, and that usually means that the clue is kind of hidden in them. So it starts with an L, so I'm looking at this L on the end. So the way these might work would be then you do L A F T E. You know, that's the way they work. They like go between 2 words, and you just, you know, if you munch the 2 words together and chop a piece out. Except that doesn't look like a word to me, but it could just be I don't know the word. Laughed. I don't, yeah. Providing some collateral afterwards. We'll move on and sort of imagine it's correct. So 24 cross. Home before midnight, then back to bar. home before midnight, then back to bar. There's a lot of stuff going on in this clue. Usually clues at the beginning or the end will be an almost straight definition. So it'd be a synonym, usually, of something at the beginning or something at the end. And then the rest is like the really cryptic bit. But this is cryptic all the way through. Because home before midnight makes you feel like you could be like getting some word for home and then putting it before a word for midnight. But then you got then back to bar. And the letters I've got, I mean, I'm not sure about the F, obviously, but I'm very, very sure about the G. But home, now. Did you say? No. Okay, what now? Is it to bar, as in to block? And then you put, maybe it's something like you have home before midnight, and then back, which means like to then turn it around. So maybe it's a word for home, midnight. Midnight though, what's midnight? Maybe this 4-letter word. European, fine in north. So when it says European, when you see that a lot of the time, it will mean somebody from some European country. Wow, yeah, some of these are very tricky. Twin air intakes under a bridge. Wow, twin air intakes. Now what I'm thinking is, twin air intakes could be nostrils. Why would that be under a bridge? But then this is definitely wrong in that case, because then that'll have to be the R. Put it in, because I mean, just the letters, the S fits, and the number of letters fits, and also, I mean, they are twin air intakes. Under a bridge. You've almost got trolls in there, but oh, is fine. Okay, right. Now, I was wondering if that might be Finn, as in somebody from Finland, and that would be a European, but why would that be fine in north? And I was thinking of the letter N can be north, but the wordplay doesn't quite work, but it, you know what I mean? It kind of fits-ish. There's something there, but I couldn't really explain to you why that makes me think Finn. Other than, okay, so if it's European being the clue, so a type of European would be a Finn. I mean, okay, now here's the thing. I said it earlier, actually. Sometimes the question mark on the end can kind of mean the entire thing is just one clue. Because most cryptic crossword clues, you have the definition part and the wordplay part. One at the start, one at the end. But occasionally you get them where it is just the entire thing is just a cryptic clue. So in this case, it could just be a European who's fine in the north. It could be Finn. You know, a Finn is somebody from Finland, so they're fine in the north. It could be, but also it's 'cause I kind of like nostrils. Again, I don't know why it's nostrils, but now this one here is home. Oh, okay. Yes. Now I'm also. Oh, I don't think this is correct anymore, do I? So I think that's an ingot. Um, Home. Yes. If you're home, you're in before midnight. Why is before midnight then back? Not sure, but I kind of like that better. Now, what is this now? So, providing some collateral. Well, after. Okay, right now. Afterwards could be later, which is a much simpler word. So, why is that? Providing some collateral. Oh, okay. Later is in the word collateral. So it's okay. The word providing got me. Okay. So what it means is providing some of collateral. That's a bit of a strange one. I'm not sure I've seen many like that before. Where I don't know why the word providing is there, and that really threw me off. So if the word providing wasn't there, that clue would be exactly the same. If you just had some collateral afterwards, then you'd say yeah, some of the word collateral afterwards is later. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just there to throw you off. Okay, it definitely threw me off. So let's have a quick look at what we've got now. So I'm much happier about nostrils, except I still can't quite work out why that is under a bridge. Carry on. Journey made by composer after end of concert. Okay. Kind of feels like it's going to be a journey. And then composer after end of concert. So the end of concert is T. So it could be travel. Oh, Ravel. Of course, Ravel is a composer. It's very simple. I don't know why I made such a big fuss of that. Okay. What's in the oven is only meat. I mean, if it's meat, beginning with V, it's probably venison. What's in the oven? Okay, let's have a quick look. Is that right? Have I got that right? Yeah, venison does fit. So let's have a quick look. I'm just gonna leave it there for now because I just feel confident in the word being a meat. And well, I mean, it definitely begins with V, and there's like bits of it definitely seem right. I feel like it's just me being stupid. How I can't quite see it, but I feel like I've got it right. Which is kind of, it feels like quite a theme for this one. There's been quite a few where I don't quite get all of the wordplay, but I'm confident in the words. Like we had Suffolk up here. I have no idea. I mean, I could look it up afterwards maybe. What if sulk is pet, but isn't, as far as I'm aware. I've never heard of a pet sulk. Or I mean, pet is a word which you can use in lots of different ways, but none of them are like sulk. You know, you can have a sulk, but you know you wouldn't call that having a pet. You know, nostrils I don't understand. Ingot actually I don't think I actually fully understand. There's bits of it I get, but not all of it. So yeah, there's quite a running theme for this one, and my brain can't quite work out all of the clues on this. But I think I've got enough that I know that the words are right. But there's Yeah. So that's, yeah, that's 4 of these. I'm not 100% on how the clues work. But we'll keep going. Yeah, 40 minutes in. Yeah, not too bad. I think this is a bit faster than last time. I think, I'm not sure. Adolescent infatuation with a Turkish official. Wow. Lots of stuff in there for a 5-letter word. I'm probably going to start needing to go for things which don't have letters. I looked at this one before, didn't I? What was this? Oh yeah, it was a nobleman one. Yeah. Matters. Ooh. Yeah, these two, I mean, yeah, my brain just is not working for these 2 clues. But that's going to be a tricky thing, because the only letters I can get are from them. So I've got all the letters I'm going to be able to get until I guess one. Oh, this one almost feels like something I should know. Matters for nobleman. There's no question mark after it. So I do think this is a standard type of clue where you have kind of a 2-parter. I feel like, I just got this feeling that when I do get this clue, I'm gonna really kick myself, and it's gonna be something that I know, but I just cannot think of the word. And this one here, this is a strange one, because I'm very confident about that O something O. So what is that? So a word beginning with O, so it's going to be player. Player who's a bit too boisterous. There's a load of clues I haven't even looked at yet, so let's just jump over and have a look at some of these. So like 10 across, what's this? After start of race, queen is tender. Okay. So, start of race could just be the letter R. Tender. Queen. Queen. What's a 4-letter word for queen? If it's something like R and then queen. What is that? Tender, like now that can be like tender as in like tender meat or whatever you want to call it, you know. Or it can also be used like an agreement, like when you like put something out for tender, like you're asking for yeah, well, I don't know about that one at all. I'm not going to put that in. Let's go for something else. Let's say 5. I haven't looked at this one yet. Raise front of shelf in luggage compartment. Raise. Okay. So when I see raise, immediately, and it's a down clue, I'm thinking it's going upwards. So it's going to be something backwards. So front of shelf in luggage compartment. There's a couple of ways I can see this. It could be a word for raise. That could be a red herring. It's nothing to do with going backwards. So it could just be raise, and then it would be front of shelf inside a word for luggage compartment. Maybe it could be a word for compartment, and it's got the front of shelf inside a word for luggage, but maybe part of it backwards, or maybe the whole of it backwards. Luggage, I mean, there's not many short words for luggage, like bags or something. What would that be? Compartment. Front of shelf, I mean, I'm thinking it's going to be either S or maybe SH. I don't think luggage and I don't think luggage compartment is part of it. I feel like luggage is separate. And then they put those words together to make it to trick you into thinking of a luggage compartment. But I think it's either compartment or raise. Oh, I've got it. Yes. No. Luggage compartment do go together. So, a luggage compartment in a car, in the UK at least, is the boot. And the front of shelf is the first letter of shelf, which is an S. And boost is to raise. Okay. And now, here's an interesting thing. I'm confident about that. That feels really good. After start of race is tender, but it begins with an O. No, I'm going to leave that one for now. Because it's a bit weird. Okay. What's this one here? It's a big one. I haven't looked at this one yet. Attempt by Heather to get accommodation for horses. I mean, stable. Is an accommodation for horses. Stable. Attempt by Heather. Oh, Heather. Now. Oh, what is it? There's a word that's used a lot in cryptic crosswords. There's another name for the plant, heather. Or maybe it's a type of heather? I can't remember. And they love using it. They absolutely love using this word. And what is it? Oh, I can't remember. It's a very useful set of letters. But I can't remember it. Again, people who are experts at these crosswords will know that. It's the kind of thing that you get stuck in your head because it's so useful for cryptic crosswords. It's gonna be that, isn't it? What is it? Yeah, attempt. Isn't it? What's the attempt? Oh, is it something? Okay, so is it going to be something? Is there a word like stablage or something? And then the attempt would be a stab, like have a stab at it, have an attempt. By Heather, so is lage? Is that the word? Maybe I haven't quite got this right. What is the word to get accommodation for horses? Or if it is just accommodation for horses. Stablage sounds odd, but I'm not a horse person, so I don't know. Like, that kind of looks right. No. I'm gonna have to look up that. This is annoying because it's just. Well, wait a minute. Actually, we got this crossing word, so I won't look it up yet because if I could work out what this one is, Spanish princess in Spain. Fantastic. Now, and I don't know about that. I'm gonna delete that word, that A, sorry, so it doesn't affect me. I'm gonna take this end off. I feel like it has to begin with like stable. It's like a stable-like word. It definitely begins with stab. I think attempt to stab sounds good. And then there's like, oh, is it ling? Ling. Oh, do you know what? Okay. Stabling. Ling. I know also that ling is a type of fish, and there are loads of words which end in ling. So crossword makers love the word ling because you can just say fish, and and most people don't know about it. Is it also a type of heather? Is that why I'm remembering it or having trouble remembering it? Stabling sounds good. Spanish princess is an infanta. Fantastic. Fantastic. What's the fantastic bit? I mean, I can see there's like a big part of the word fantastic is there. I'll leave it in place for a bit and we'll see some other letters. I've got another letter on 4 down. Okay, haven't looked at this. Another one I haven't looked at. Okay. Understand, cheat. Is it going to be take, cheat? Understand. Take in. Cheat, take. Yeah, it's take in, isn't it? Because I think that. Oops. If somebody took you in, so if you take it in, that means you understand it, and if you take someone in, I think that means to cheat them. I think that's right. I think I've got the word right. Take in. Take on? No, not take on. It's take in. At home, nurse may be mean. At home. Again, now, I've said it before, I think at home tends to be in. Nurse may be mean. Mean. So it's going to be mean in. No, okay. Leave that. Oh, what's this one here? I didn't see this before. Swedish star shedding old clothes. Wow, that's interesting. Is it going to be the name of some Swedish singer or actor? Shedding old. So old again can be O. So shedding old means it could be a 5-letter Swedish star and with an O in it, and you take the O out and it becomes clothes. Oh, that's tricky. What's shedding old clothes? I could see that the clue could go the other way, so it could be a 5-letter word for clothes, which has got an O in it. Take the O out, and it becomes a Swedish star. I could see this being written either way. So what is it? Swedish star shedding old clothes. So. I'm worried that this is not right. This is Infanta. I thought that was the right word. I thought that was the word for a Spanish princess. Just going from my memory. I'm pretty sure that is the correct spelling. Yeah, I have to leave it, annoyingly. Okay, oh. I've hit so many here which I just cannot understand. I think I've almost looked at all of them. There might be a couple left that I haven't yet. Here's one I haven't looked at. Okay. Leading player backing rodents. Oh yeah, okay. Oh. Which way round is this? Oh, this is tricky. So it's going to be Star and rats. Okay, so leading player is star, rodents is rats. One's backwards. But which way does the clue work? Is it leading player backing? So leading player backwards? Or is it leading player is the clue and then backing rodents is the wordplay? So then it's star. Oh god, that's hard. I feel like it's star. So it's leading player or it's backing rodents, you know what I mean? I think that kind of feels a little bit better, but it could quite easily be the other way around, and I wouldn't really know. So the question is, does this word end in A or T? Not sure at all. Is this one over here? Have I not looked at this one? Okay. Licensed model gets less. Now, again, I'm not sure about star. It could be rats, in which case it could end with S. Licensed model gets less. Now, I've been looking at this venison as well. Just because I've made a guess here, and actually I'm not 100. This is really, really difficult. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I'm relatively confident that the word seems to fit, but the wordplay just does not work in my brain at all, and I cannot understand it. So like nostrils, it fits. It has to be nostrils, but I have no idea why that is under a bridge. Doesn't matter how many times I look at it, I cannot understand why that's under a bridge. Ingot, I'm sure that's right. Part of it works. I don't understand what's that to do with midnight? I don't get why that's before midnight. I don't know. Maybe home before midnight, so maybe home is there and it goes before midnight, then back to bar. I don't get it. Tog. No, doesn't make any sense to me. Suffolk, yeah, again, I've got backwards off. Pet is sulk. Don't know. Stabling. Okay, I think probably ling is a type of hare. I'd have to look it up later, but I'm not sure yet. And stabling, yeah, stabling. That sounds right. Infanta. I think that's the word for a Spanish princess, but I don't understand where fantastic goes. It's like you can see there's part of the word fantastic, but why is that? You know, I've got in, Spain fantastic. Why is taking the word stick off? Spain. You know, we've lost the end of the word, but in Spain, that just doesn't. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Nothing to do with the in. It's in the word Spain fantastic. INFATA. Okay, so Infanta is correct. Forget that those types of clues are in here sometimes. Okay, so Infanta's right. that makes me think stabling has to be right. Okay, so I'm a little bit happier with that. What's this got to do with a nurse? What's a nurse? Tend? Intend? Yes, tend. Why did I not see that before? If you intend something, you mean it. And then at home is in. Nurse, you tend something. Yeah, okay. Ah, that's good. That's good. I think it was something about understanding that Infanta was correct and knowing that N was definitely correct made me take another look at it. I think. Okay. So this is O something F. Tender. No, I can't work that one out. What is tender? Beginning with O. Offer. Oh, the Queen. Previous, our late Queen as Elizabeth Regina ER. Offer. Tender. I could not think of another word. I kind of guessed it was that kind of tender. Like when you tender your resignation. That's the word I was thinking of. Okay. Now. Swedish star shedding old clothes. Now, I think you can. No. Garbo. Greta Garbo? Is that right? I didn't know she was Swedish. But I'm guessing that's. If you take the O of Garbo. I think in these puzzles, generally, if it's famous people, generally it's people who have been around for a very long time. Or are very, very famous. Okay. Oh, did I? I've missed this one. I haven't looked at this one before. Fancy Knight, brought in to give a speech. Huh. I don't know. What is that? Fancy Knight, brought in. Oh, next there's also this one I haven't looked at. I'll leave that one because I don't know what it is. My mind went absolutely blank when I saw that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it because for some reason. Okay. Force of spirit, exorcist initially left behind. Wow. But it's not quite, it's and there's no indicator here. I can't see any. Oh no, it's yet again it's V. It is a, I forgot what they're called, hidden clue. VENISON. Yes, it is venison. Oven is only. Okay, I just don't know why I didn't see that before. That's quite okay. So venison is correct. I think I was too like hooked up on this ven at the beginning. I should have guessed that. I should have guessed it, but it's very strange sometimes. Okay. Let's see. So, one thing I could do if I'm getting very lost in this, if I'm getting to the point where I cannot think of anything else, is there's a button here for check, which what that does is it essentially tells you if your letters are correct. It doesn't reveal. So you have reveal a word. So if you have completely give up, you can just tell me what this word is, or you can reveal a letter and to give yourself a little clue, or a check will just tell you what is correct. So maybe now I should try using the check to see if I've got anything wrong. I can then ignore those and take them out, because I feel like I'm getting to the point where I I just can't make any more progress. And if I've got anything wrong, then it'll be good to know. So maybe I will do. Oh. Okay, so that's annoying. So, so the E was wrong. I shouldn't have left that in there actually. So it's good to see most of this is correct. So besotted is wrong, but also star is wrong. So star is actually rats. Oh, I left this E in there as well. So that E is correct. That's odd. Okay, that was didn't mean to do that. Oops, I just noticed I put that wrong. Singer breaking rules. Oh wait. Could it be an anagram of singer? I only just noticed. Anything of the letters, so it'd be. It could end in S. It could be ing, but if it's the problem with ing, if that's right, is that then you've got it's just like res is the last bit. So rissing, no, sirring, ursing. No, it doesn't work. What if you had ins? Rules. Oh, rules. Reigns. Reigns. R-E-I-G-N-S. Ah, see, it helps sometimes just messing around with the letters. Reigns. As in, you know, what a sovereign does, they reign. Okay, this is looking better. Okay. What is that? Fancy knight brought in to give a speech. Fancy knight brought in to give a speech. Alright, now knight again can be abbreviated if you're talking about like chess, a knight on chessboard, and that gets abbreviated to N because king gets abbreviated to K, so knight goes to N. So we could have something like okay, but that doesn't really fix it. NR, that's not good. Fancy knight. Oh, but it's brought in, so maybe it's like in middle. I'm thinking it might be it might mean fancy, although a word that kind of fits in my head. Dreams. Fancy dreams? As in you fancy something, you dream of it? I don't know. Would that fit? Fancy knight. Brought in to give a speech. Nah, I'm not sure about that. I don't think doesn't quite look right to me. Brought in to give a speech. Or no. Oh, I got it. My brain went the right direction. I was thinking of speech. I was just about to say, what about orate? Ah, but there's another letter. Except what did I say? You need to put an N in it. Oops. Bit slow. If it was orate, to give a speech, and you put an N in the middle, it's ornate, which is fancy. Okay, I'm making some progress again. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Player who's a bit too boisterous. I just can't think of. I can't think of any short words like this that are oh something oh. Oh something oh. Like poor. No, because if it would be like you wouldn't have a single P, that would be a double P, so it's not. Oh, that doesn't seem quite right either. O2. ORO feels right. Oh, this is annoying because I kind of. And this one, yeah. I almost feel like I'm coming to the end and I might need to just give up on this. Just these last 5 clues, just. I cannot see them at all. I'll give it a little bit longer because I've been going an hour and a half. Last time it took me 2 hours. But I did finish that one and I didn't really need to do much cheating. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I would say I didn't cheat at all on that one. This feels a lot harder than the last one I did. Because on that last one, every single clue, once I got the answer, I could understand the wordplay. I've got, I think it's like 4 or 5 of these. Even though I've got the answer, I don't understand why it's the answer. Yeah, I know they're correct because I did the check. So. Let's think. This one, I feel like I should know this. I feel like it should. Matters for a nobleman. But the thing is, it's just the placement of these letters just don't seem right. You know, it's like the words like have like honor or whatever in it, but then there'll be the end there. You know, it's the N is in the wrong place for that. Or like I said, all the other words I can think for nobleman are a lot shorter. So I think words like peer or lord. What else is there that you got? Barons. Count. Nobleman could be counts. Matters. Counts. If it matters, then it counts. If something. Oh, yes, it counts. There it is. I just didn't go through the list of noblemen in my head. I couldn't think of it. Okay, right. So we've got another letter for this one. What is this? What is that? Wow. I mean, could it end in? Ist or something? Oh, it's not. Oh my god, this is. Is it oboist? Somebody who plays the oboe. I don't know if that's correct. Do you drop the E in oboe if you're an oboist? Maybe. And then Oboist. Oh my god, I think that's it. Right. Yes, I think that looks good. Right, down to 3 now. Yeah, I don't know. What was that? A? Where did that N come from? Where did that N come from? Now, the other small thing is licensed is 8 letters. And could the word model mean, model the letters, like as in, anagram? I mean, probably not, but the letters I've got are in the word licensed. So could it be an anagram for the word licensed means gets less? What would I have left? So I've got L, I, C, and a D. D. So let's see. Declines. Oh, declines. No, we're the thing's going on. That's a no. That's a no. Declines. Yeah, declines. If something's declining, then it is getting less. Yeah. So it's an anagram of licensed. Okay, that looks good. We're getting another letter. Okay, I've had enough of this one. I keep staring at this. I keep thinking of the same words over and over. I'm going to give up because I think this isn't gonna. I'm not gonna get these last two. It's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna press the solution button and see how impel and pasha. Okay, impel. Why is that impel? Imp is a spirit. Okay, right, I see. Okay, I kind of get that. I do kind of get that now. Okay. Did I? I think I got everything else right, didn't I? Declines. Yeah, I didn't change anything when I pressed the solution. The solution just fills it in for you. Yeah, I think I got everything else right. Yeah. Okay. So impel. So imp is the spirit. So force. Impel. Okay. I kind of thought it might be something like that, but spirit is imp. Exorcist initially is E, and then left is L. But it's like, is that behind? That's what really, really screwed me. I think is that it means left behind. Because the left is behind it. But you just don't. That actually, I don't like that clue very much because I don't like the fact that behind does not need to be there at all. Force of spirit, exorcist initially left it works as a sentence, and also force of spirit, imp, exorcist initially left works. That works as a clue, and that word behind actually did kind of. I didn't quite. I wouldn't have. I don't think I would have got it. Just staring at it forever, because I wasn't thinking of. I didn't think that E was going to be in there. I thought the left meant you take the E off. And I don't think I would have changed my mind about that. I don't think I could have quite. What I should have done is, because I had declined, so I had the L. I should have noticed the left and L should be okay. So that's what I need to. What I've learned from this, I think, is that think about letters like that. So L meaning left. Then I might have thought, okay, so if the L's gone, but you see, it's because it was left behind. I blame the clue. It's the clue's fault. And this one, Pasha, I've never heard of Pasha, so I'm guessing that's a Turkish official. Maybe what I could have done there is just gone to a dictionary, or like I could have looked up Turkish official, and it might have come up as Pasha. But I really didn't want to do that. And Pash, yeah, so Pash is like informal way of saying, like, short for passion, isn't it, or something, But yeah, it's not a word I ever use, so it's not in my mind. But now that I see it, I recognise it. I honestly don't think I would have got that. It's only seeing it that I recognise it as a slang word. But even if I had P something S, I wouldn't have got Pash. I wouldn't have thought of it at all. So, okay. So, not very good, but I think there's some very strange clues in there. I mean, yeah, so like this one is really going to get me. I honestly cannot work out why that is nostrils. Nostrils. Twin air intakes. Oh! It's a single clue. Because it's twin air intakes, nostrils, under the bridge of your nose. Okay, I get that now. That's really annoying. I kind of feel like that should have a question mark after it. Maybe, I don't know. That's nasty. Okay, home in before midnight, then back to bar. So the bar is ingot, back. Okay, I think I've got it. I think I worked it out now. I'll look at it again. Home, in. It goes before, middle of the word night. So midnight, N-I-G. That's the G. Then, back to, which means, two backwards. That's a really clunky one, but I think I can see it now. Suffolk, I'll have to look that up. That might be some strange slang. Let me just Google it quickly. I think I understand how it works, but I've just never seen the word pet or sulk used in that way. Yeah, no idea about that. I honestly, I mean, I understand. It definitely. Okay, so Suffolk is a county. Turned off is OFF backwards there. In pet, which means the rest of it is the pet, which is S-U-L-K. And I have absolutely no idea how the word sulk and pet are synonymous. I had to look it through a dictionary, different words for pets, different meanings of pets, different definitions of sulk. Nothing in common. I have no idea why that's that. Oh yeah, Basildon performed mostly. That was, what was Don? How did Don work? That was I don't know. I have to maybe look back at the video on that one. I think I worked it out in retrospect. And I think that's it. I think everything else I pretty much got. But yeah, those last two, the fact that they crossed over each other as well, meaning you don't get all the letters. That one is just worded so strangely. I might have been able to get it if I could have noticed noticed that L and left. I might have got it. Pasha never would have got it. So that's it for today. Hope you liked it, and I'll have another go another time. Hopefully, do a little bit better. Bye.